and welcome to your daily love message from your person. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. And I'm going to bring in the Divine Masculine Revelations deck today to bring in a message. So what do they want to say to you on this day? Now I am feeling they are waiting for the right time and they are having to discipline themselves to do that through self-control because they really want you, they're missing you, they're feeling lonely, especially at night, and they're finding it harder and harder to stay away, to not press the send button, and they're really working on respecting you enough to come forward in the right way. So if you want to connect with her a bit more, make sure you check out the daily love reading today. But let's connect right now and see what they want you to know. And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can reach out to me at guidedbyangelsreadings@gmail.com. So thank you, angels. What do they want to say? Wow, very clear cards coming through here. Very clear. So the first card that's coming through is telepathy. Look at this, telepathy. And they're also curious about you. So they're definitely thinking about you. They're curious about you. And they are communicating with you right now through telepathy. Why? Because they're waiting for the right time. And even if they're not reaching out in this moment, it doesn't mean they're not thinking about you, because they are. They're curious. They could be watching you on social media, looking you up online, asking friends about you, trying to find out information because they're curious what you're doing. And they are sending you this telepathic message that you are never far from their mind. So they're saying that to you. You are never far from my mind. I'm always thinking about you. And you will feel that deep within you. You'll feel it in your body. You'll sense it. You'll be shown it through signs and synchronicities. You may see the name everywhere, or you may receive a message through social media that gives you a message you need to hear. Or you may just have a dream and they're telling you something. So they are communicating with you, even if they're not physically reaching out. And that's what you're being reminded. Your bond is so strong that you'll be able to recognize when they are sending you love and when they are trying to get your attention or give you a message of some kind. And it really is because they're curious about you. I've looked you up online to see what you've been up to. So if you have social media, whether you're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, whatever it is, they've looked you up. Or they've tried to find your profile. They've tried to find information. They may have even set up fake accounts. They may have gone through other people's accounts. They may have looked up, if you've got a karmic partner, they may have actually gone on their social media to see what's going on. Or if they know that you spend time with a friend or a family member, or if they are friends with someone else, they've been looking you up in some way. If you're thinking, well, I haven't got social media, it doesn't mean they're not trying to find out what you're doing. Okay, they could be typing your name into a search engine like Google to see what you're doing. Okay, can you come up? Okay, so they might type your name in. Is there any information? Just hoping and praying that a picture pops up of you on the internet. Not that it probably would, but they are seeking you. If you've got mutual friends, they could be asking those friends about you. Okay, or if you're at work together, that they're trying to find out information. But this is more about looking you up online, trying to see what you're up to, what you're doing, because they're curious about you. So just be aware of that if you are on social media, that they've got an eye on you. So be very careful about what you're posting or what you are sharing. So make sure it's what you want them to see. And I'm not saying you've got to upload something for them to see. What I mean is make sure you're, showing things that are high vibrational. You in your power. You operating in your best truth, not kind of showing them you are miserable and in pain. Unless you want them to see that, of course. But what good does that do? You want them to be attracted to you. And they're attracted to you through your light and your power, not when you're in neediness or desperation. I just wasn't ready for you. I was unawakened. So they're trying to make you realise, and they may be trying to show this to you through telepathy or a dream, why it didn't work out at that time. So there may be a specific time you're thinking about. Could be recently, it could be years ago, thinking, I wonder why we didn't come together then. I wonder why it didn't happen in that moment. I really thought it would. And they're saying I just wasn't ready for you. They may have thought they were, you may have thought they were, but they just weren't. They were unawakened in some way. So they may have been awake in many ways, but there was something they still had to learn or go through or experience to be ready for union with you. So recognise that. It's so hard sometimes when we think we were so close. Think of that song by Adele, Rolling in the Deep, we almost had it all. We could have had it all. And you may have moments where you go over there and it causes you intense pain, thinking, we could have had it all, But they will have those moments too. We were so close, but so far. And it was actually because it wasn't the right time, because they weren't ready for you. You may not have been ready either. You may have continued on to learn other lessons that you needed to learn, to come into alignment with your true self, to be ready yourself. I went through something very similar in February in my own journey where I thought we were so close, but it didn't happen in that moment. And, I spent weeks after beating myself up over it, going over it. And then I had that awakening moment where I thought, it just wasn't the right time. It's okay. Doesn't mean there's anything wrong. So you have to have faith in God's timing, not your timing or what you think should happen. And they are saying, I just wasn't ready for you. I wasn't awakened enough, but I've been learning. I've been growing. I've been evolving. I've been waking up to certain things. And that's why they are coming to you through their feelings and their emotions, through telepathy. Yeah, look at this, lessons. Karma is a bitch, okay? So what they're saying is, I finally got mine. So I feel some of them are really going through it right now without you. And they are really going through these lessons to wake them up to their truth. So if you've had one of these rolling in the deep moments where you were so close and you thought, I thought it was going to happen. I thought they were going to reach out. I thought they were going to leave. I thought we were going to be together. Why didn't it happen? Now they are recognizing they had to learn a big lesson, but they're also getting huge repercussions for perhaps not taking that leap in that moment, or not allowing themselves to be vulnerable with you in that moment, or to show up for you in that moment. They're getting their own form of karma. And that's nothing to be laughed about, or, for you to feel, oh, they're getting theirs then. It's about understanding. They are realizing, wow, I wish I'd done this. I wish I'd done that. I regret not doing this. I regret not doing that. So they're saying, I finally got my karma. I'm realising, and for some of them, the karma they've got is actually with the people they are around. So this bitch energy, biatch, is also about someone they could be involved with. So it could be a friend, it could be a karmic partner, a family member. Someone could be being very bitchy to them. Being very manipulative, very dark in their energy, very, bringing in a lot of painful lessons. So I'm going to bring in the Karmic Exposed deck because of this. So this is the Karmic Exposed. It's a very dark deck. It's by the Witch Tarot. Even looking at the picture freaks me out, okay? And I feel I want to bring this in because what I'm getting as well is they are feeling like someone in their life is either not being very kind to them or using them in some way, or they feel like they're around someone who they may call a name. Okay, and this isn't you. This is someone they are physically around. So like I say, it could be a friend, a family member, or a karmic partner. But I feel this is a female energy. Or if it's a male, it could be someone who's very female in themselves. So, someone who is perhaps, a bit bitchy in themselves, if they're a guy, for example. So what do we need to know about that? So I feel what you need to know is they are learning lessons through the people they are around right now. So you might think, why are they still in that karmic situation? Or why are they still in that position? Or why are they still doing that with that toxic person? Or why? And it's because they're learning lessons. And they're saying, I was not quite ready. And now I'm realising certain things through the things I'm going through. So the first one is, I'm devouring his heart, eating up his feelings he has for you. So someone is really trying to manipulate them to not have feelings for you. Devouring his heart. And that means, shutting his heart down in some way, causing problems. I feel that someone could be very toxic around them who is in the way. Okay, I know this won't resonate with everyone, but this could be a mother, it could be a sister, it could be a karmic person, it could be a friend. I'm like this because I'm wounded. So really what you need to remember is the reason that person is behaving that way is because they have wounds in them. They're operating through fear, not love. And also your person is wounded too. I'm like this because I'm wounded. I wasn't ready because I've still got wounds I needed to heal. It's not your fault. So I feel that's a message you need to know. It's not your fault. It's something they are dealing with themselves. And I make him ghost you. I make him block you. So there could be someone around them manipulating them or forcing them into not being able to come forward at this time. I'm making him ghost you. I'm making him block you. or her. Okay, so if you feel like, if that resonates with your journey, if you think, I'm pretty sure that they've blocked me because their karmic partner told me to, or they're not reaching out because they're not able to because of their situation or whatever, then trust your intuition on that. But they are recognizing that they are being manipulated. They're recognizing now that this person may be not having their best interests at heart, and they may be calling them a name. And obviously we should never call people names. We're always guided to look at things in a higher way. But the ego makes these things happen. And they're saying, karma's a bitch, I got mine. And they may feel that way about the person they are still involved with, or the people around them who seem to be devouring their energy or their heart. And they're letting you know this through telepathy as well. So this could also be another sign for you to make sure you're shielding yourself. Because if someone is making them ghost you or block you, it's because they are aware of you. And this can again be the start of the karmic endings. So I feel this about you shielding yourself. So call on the angels to shield you. So I'm going to bring in a message for you from Archangel Michael as well, as like a little extra bonus message. Something you need to know or be aware of. This is from the Archangel Michael Sword of Light, okay? Trust the guidance you're receiving. So remember, trust what you feel. If you're receiving guidance, you are an accurate barometer of truth yourself. So you must feel what you're feeling. Okay, so trust your guidance. And what that means is what you're feeling about this reading or other readings you have or something you receive, this telepathic communication. It says Archangel Uriel has blessed you with a brilliant epiphany. Archangel Michael is also present to clear away your worries so you can trust your guidance, whether it's coming from yourself, a reading, or anything else that's coming to you. So trust your guidance right now. Trust the guidance you're receiving. So if you're receiving this guidance that they are communicating with you through telepathy and you feel that, then trust that that's the truth. If you know that they are learning lessons, and they are learning lessons through a karmic partner or a karmic situation, someone who may be manipulating them in some way, someone who may be affecting the way that they are communicating with you or not communicating with you, blocking you or ghosting you, and you know inside that they're wounded, then trust in that guidance. Because they're saying, of course I'm curious. So if you feel in your gut instinct, your intuition, if your spider sense is tingling about someone watching you, you know they are, whether it's from a fake account or in some other way, you feel it inside. And it wasn't that they didn't want to be with you, they just weren't ready. They were unawakened in some way, and now they are learning those required lessons to be ready. And that's what you need to know. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.